Imagine a husband thinking he deserved a high-needs medical nightmare and then expecting his wife to sleep in the guest room while the puppy took her spot in bed. Plus 2 updates by you/Gertie. My 30 female husband, 32 male, impulse bought a dog. Together 6 years. Married for 3. We so far have very rarely had communication issues. Before we got married, we went to a counselor who helped us a lot. Not because we were having issues, but to make sure we were going to be able to avoid these issues. Both of us are child-free and have been talking about getting a dog. I grew up with them, but we travel a lot, so having one has not really been in the cards. He recently took a job where we won't be able to do as much traveling for about a year. Recently, he has been very excited because he feels he deserves a dog. He works away from home and I work from home. Like I said, I grew up with dogs. I do miss having one, but there are dogs who would do great with our lifestyle and dogs who wouldn't. We agreed on getting a trainer if we had any issues we can't fix on our own. I am very health conscious, which extends to dogs. There are certain breeds I would never own because they have so many health issues. The other day he came home with a Bulldog puppy. This is a breed on my absolutely not list. He is about 6 months old and he got him from a family who couldn't keep him. He already has breathing issues. He snores all day and all night. He will need soft palate surgery and he will need his nostrils enlarged. He can't run. He will need patella surgery. Like I said, he is only 6 months old. I am so frustrated. We've had the dog for about 4 weeks and he doesn't want to walk the dog much. He won't clean up after it. All he wants to do is take him to the dog park and pet store. He loves when people gush over how cute he is when he snorts. We had a very big argument over the dog. He wants to let him sleep in bed with us, but I told him I would be sleeping in another room. He didn't care. And the dog has been sleeping in our bed for the past 3 nights while I have been in the guest room. During the day he is quiet. He is a good puppy for sure. He doesn't destroy toys and he is happy as a clam to sleep next to me all day while I work. The snoring doesn't bother me as much, but knowing he snores because he has that much trouble breathing makes me feel so bad. But I am so upset with my husband for getting a dog with so many health issues. I do not know how to address the situation without letting my temper get away with me. Update 24 days later. Thank you all for the thorough responses. I read every comment you guys sent. A few months ago, I read a post where a woman sat down with her husband and outlined everything she takes care of at home in a list format. That way of communicating really stuck with me, and when we went to see our therapist, I used the same format to express how much I do for the dog. My husband told me that owning a dog was a joint effort, and since I'm home all day, it shouldn't be a problem. Which is when I realized that has been his excuse for everything. Cooking, chores, cleaning. I'm not sure how I became blind to it. I don't know when I started bending over backwards to accommodate him. We used to be a solid couple who helped each other out. I remember when I was still in school, he'd come over to my apartment and clean the whole thing for me during finals. At some point it all stopped. I started crying right there in the middle of a sentence and he got concerned, but he held me for the first time in what felt like months, and we had a serious heart-to-heart about how he made me feel. Not only with the dog, but how stressed I've been with my job, how lonely I am, I don't feel important, and how we don't feel like a team anymore, that I'm worried about us. I guess it clicked for him because he really stepped up taking care of the dog. He started going into work earlier so he can come home early and hang out and make me dinner. It happened slowly over the course of the last few weeks, and the routine suits us a lot better. We hired a trainer to make sure we can understand the dog's boundaries together, and the dog sleeps in a dog bed. Our bedroom life has slowly gotten back to where it was when we got married. I've been putting my foot down more about my feelings, and he has been receptive. We are still going to therapy for now. As for the dog, we're going to keep him. Is he a no-list dog? Yes. But is he a good puppy with a big heart? Yes. We have the money to afford him and he took off after training. It's nice having a dog again. We're keeping the dog.
Here is what people had to say. Commenter 1. Glad things worked out. But seriously, don't surprise your partner with a pet. It usually does not end well. Commenter 2. Surprises are for things like flowers and chocolates, not pets and babies and in-laws visiting. Commenter 3. I wish everyone cared as much about a dog's health as this woman. I struggle to understand how anyone can reconcile being a dog lover with wanting an inbred animal that has many disabilities and a poor quality of life. Purposefully breeding animals to suffer because of how they look is a horrible practice that should be illegal.
Honestly, here's my take. This husband didn't just buy a dog, he bought a massive responsibility and assumed his wife would be the unpaid intern for his new hobby just because she works from home. The fact that he was comfortable letting his wife sleep in a guest room while he cuddled a puppy he was too lazy to clean up after is a chilling insight into how one-sided the labor in this marriage had become. While therapy seems to have righted the ship, this story serves as a loud warning that impulse buying a living creature with chronic health issues is a peak selfish move that prioritizes a cute aesthetic over the actual well-being of the animal and the partner. But do you think a marriage can ever fully recover once one partner starts treating the other like a full-time servant?